This is a person called Shatta Wale. This is a situation called drama. Shatta Wale and drama are the same. Today we are talking about Shatta Wale. Well, let me introduce myself. Hi guys, my name is Nasiba and you're welcome to my channel. This is my shadow. She's also called Nasiba and you're welcome to her channel. Today we are talking about Shatta Wale. Shatta Wale. Charles Nyama Mensah. Born October 17th, 1984. This man is how old is he? 20. No. He's 45. Wait, is he 45? 41. He's 41 years old. You guys, I didn't do well in math. Okay, leave me alone. He's one of the biggest musicians in this country. He has one of the loudest voices and the biggest mouths. One of my moms described his mouth as being as big as the gates of hell. He started as Bandana, as I said, like in the early 2000s. I think that was like in 2004 or 5. He released a song titled Bandana. Bandana from Ghana, oh oh, dun 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 Ghana. So in the early 2010s, when he came out with the song, I was like, at that time I really thought it was a new person. This was at the height of the Azonto movement in the early 2010s, and I think he's one of the pioneers of the Azonto movement. I have to say that Azonto is a musical genre. Those of you who think that it's just a dance move, okay. Since the song Dancehall King, we have never not heard of Shatta Wale. There has never been a point in time where Ghanaians were just enjoying the peace that we are known for without Shatta Wale disturbing that peace one way or another. But I still wouldn't argue that Shatta Wale is one of those musicians who their personalities outside of their music are louder than their personalities in their music. Like, you don't, his shenanigans outside of music does not overshadow his music. Like, one thing Shatta Wale will do is cause drama here, and the next day he has created a hit song that's everywhere. And you guys have forgotten that this man was acting the damn fool 2 hours ago. Shatta Wale's controversies tend to be as prominent as his music, like I said. He's a hit maker at the core, but he's also that one neighbor on your compound that no one wants to mess with, because when they erupt, no one will have peace in that house.
I have a problem with that guy. Government has to take him from that post, because see what is coming.
He was your distributor.
My Koko Kumate distributed bandana from Ghana. That's what I'm saying. The man has a personal problem. If he love me, come and tell me. Or you want to kiss me, come and tell me.
Shatta Wale is to the music industry what Chewa is to Kumawood, or Patience Ozoko is to Nollywood, or Kanye West is to Hollywood. Now, comparing him to Chewa or Patience Ozoko, it's not me saying that he's some sort of witch. Okay, I'm not saying he's a witch, but you know, you never know. I just mean he's a drama queen. Okay, he brings the drama, he brings the conversation. You know that sound effect in Kumawood when some like drama is about to happen, that ee ee. I don't know, like Asabia is about to like fight someone, that there are so many articles that list the different controversies Shatta Wale has been in. I mean, literally just type Shatta Wale controversy, and the number of websites that have covered his controversies from, at this point, I cannot even track the actual first controversy that this man has been involved in. There's a literal article on Ghana Web that is titled 11 times Shatta Wale has fought with fellow musicians. So today we're going to go through 10 of Shatta Wale's biggest controversies. So in 2013, dancehall artist Kaki won Dancehall Song of the Year over Shatta Wale with her song Toffee Pantong. He couldn't understand why they would give that award to this woman and not give it to him. Obviously because he thinks his song is better. But honestly, Kaki during her run as like a dancehall musician in this country was so short, but it was so good. Like every song that woman released was a hit, even when it wasn't, like, say it was deviating from the normal dancehall that she would do. For example, a song like Zuchia. I can have no one to show you love. What's the hook? Zuchia, Zuchia, come and move. That song, it wasn't really dancehall, but it was still a hit. Like, she was so good that I really cannot fathom him not thinking, oh, well, this song is also good. Shatta Wale started attacking Kaki and Chatter House, which is a production company that produces or that organizes the VGMAs. Then later on, he came on Twitter to apologize. And when I saw that he had written an apology, I was like, oh, so he was actually remorseful. And I was reading the apology. He went, I apologize if my diss to Kaki has worried some women across the nation. I was like, okay. I did it for a reason. 3 years later, he released a song titled Letter to Kaki, in which he apologizes unreservedly. Kaki never really responded to his attacks until finally in 2019 when he had an altercation with Stonebwoy. Then she was like, this was the same thing you did to me, you're doing to Stonebwoy.
2012, same award category. Shatta, this is what you did to me. You almost attacked me. You almost just...
So when Shatta Wale set out on his dancehall career journey, he was being compared to Samini a lot. Okay. And some were saying that he was copying Samini's style. And I found myself thinking, I don't really see it. I don't see it. Until I read that this man went to sit on national television and said that he was actually copying Samini because he was jealous of him. In traditional Shatta Wale fashion, he released so many diss songs against Samini. He released so many. How many? Like about 6. And then when he finally released the Letter To, which is like a signature like diss song title for Shatta Wale, he titled it Sick Letter to Samini, which means that he had already released 5 other diss songs before that one to Samini. Samini also released a number of diss songs for Shatta Wale, including a song called Gobe, Scatter Badman, and another song titled King Kong, which samples Shatta Wale's song Freedom, and another song titled Isko Key. Now, if you were there in the early to mid 2010s, you have definitely heard Isko Key. What song? I don't know, I guess like for Kendrick Lamar and Drake, people were saying that for so many years they were dissing each other low key. No, this is not the case. Like when Shatta Wale would diss Samini, he would write into brackets Samini diss song, so that Samini would know that he's insulting him. And when Samini would make a diss song about Shatta Wale, he would also write Shatta Wale diss song, so that Shatta would know that I'm dissing you. But the thing is, the Iskoki song, there were a lot of rumors that it was about Shatta Wale. There was no into bracket Shatta Wale diss song, so that we would know, oh, it's about Shatta Wale. But there's something about the fact that he was just insulting the fake malam. And it could be, it could be a song about fake malams, which, there are fake malams. They act like they're fasting and then they'll put like Milo drink in the buta and go and drink it. Number 3, Bulldog. Bulldog was the manager of Shatta Wale until 2015 when they parted ways. Shatta Wale accused him of threatening to kill him, and that's why he stopped working with him. Bulldog then came out to refute those claims and explained that they were basically fighting over money, and that's why they stopped working together. What is disturbing about the whole thing is that Bulldog said they were having some conflict splitting some money that they got from some gig, and Shatta Wale, trying to be spiteful, went to get his hands on the nudes of Bulldog's wife. In what world does it make sense that you would have the nudes of your friend's wife? Even if Bulldog is not your friend, he's still a colleague. What are you doing with the nudes of his wife? Now, this is what Bulldog said. There's no proof that Shatta Wale had the nudes or whatever, so that's what he said. In 2022, Bulldog filed a lawsuit against Shatta Wale after the musician implied that Bulldog was not just privy but also responsible for the death of one Fennec Otri. Fennec Otri was the manager of musician Kwal Kese. Fennec was shot in his house in 2014 and unfortunately he died. Rest in peace. It came as a shock to me, to be honest, like when the whole Fennec Otri thing happened. I didn't know him obviously, and so it was like, I feel like it brought the music industry to a standstill. Like people were so shocked, and I think it wasn't only the fact that he died but the manner in which he died. Like homicide, that's scary, super scary. I'm sorry. So imagine like the gravity of the situation, right? And imagine Shatta Wale going on the internet and implying, not even covertly, that Bulldog was responsible for that. That Bulldog knew what was happening, or knew what happened, or was responsible for that man's death. You've got to have like a bad boy piece of evidence, not piece of info, piece of evidence, to go on the internet and say that someone killed someone. Like, that's crazy. And the fact that you have such a platform and know like how far rumors like that can go, and still using that platform to spew rumors like that, it's crazy to me. Bulldog was even invited by the Ghana police for investigation, even though at that point, because the murder happened in 2014, so this was like 8 years later, when obviously the case is not closed, but then it's laying a bit dormant because they haven't found anybody guilty. Then here you are saying, oh my god, it could be Bulldog. Like, so the police invited this man today for investigations, and then they cleared him, and then after that he said, you know what, I'm going to take you to court, and he did. Shatta Wale versus Shatta House, that's the fourth one. This man went to make a diss song titled Letter to Shatta House, and this was way before he made the apology song for Kaki. Then in 2014, Shatta Wale wins Artist of the Year at the VGMAs, but he's nowhere to be found. 2013, you lose an award. You insult the organizers of that award show. The next year, they give you Artist of the Year, and you're a no-show, you don't come. Then he comes to explain that he was supposed to even perform at the award show, but because they didn't agree to the amounts that he charged them, he refused to go. He was going to perform and they were supposed to pay him a certain amount, and they didn't come to an agreement, or they didn't agree to pay him that amount. He decided he won't even come to the award show at all. Like, at the very least, if you won't come and perform, come and take your award. Then he goes ahead and releases four videos in which he insults Shatta House and their CEO Iola Ayode. No, wait, I didn't pronounce that well. Iola Ayode. See, I got the pronunciation right. He went on Facebook and released 4 videos, and it's not even at one. It was like, watch out for part 2, and then he would come out episode 2. Shatta House, your mother. And
all what I want to talk be say, somebody dey where if you say entertainment, he go fit set rules. Somebody, you really ask the name. If you want, I didn't forget the name. The name they rhyme from my mind side. They rhyme. No be say the name they rhyme. Like Yola Aplanke Kwakwe or Aplanke Dade or something. I don't know. We say the own Shatta House. He now say the own GH1. Say make people know they play Shatta Wale song and says, hey, you be God. Hey, don't tell them, see, I say, hey, the hell, they talk about hell. Shatta Wale, me, I be your hell. The Satan, hey, Satan, we step on Satan. Rather, this be Satan. If you don't step on me, I swear, Shatta House, I go step on you people. My what self, I won't self, my money self, people will not give me. No shit, stay where people give me. Say, you know, come that word, so we're not going to give me money. You fool, my picture you use for that, it says, you pay me. If I say pay me for my picture and my name you put for you go to pay me. You man, they talk, say what? How they play music, it rain. People they like them, people they love them, and they be fun.
Number 5, Shatta Wale versus Sa Kodi, as Nigerians call him. Sa Kodi, as Ghanaians call him, and as is actually the correct pronunciation of his name. Like, Nigerians are always spoiling the pronunciations of words. Learn how to pronounce, Nigeria. My first knowledge of a Shatta Wale and Sa Kodi interaction is when they collaborated on the song Meja Wagel. So apparently the beef started when both of them were contracted to perform at a show, and they agreed to each take, no, I think they agreed to take $150,000 from the organizers. But according to Shatta Wale, Sa Kodi went behind his back to settle for $120,000 and then refused to boycott the show when Shatta Wale wanted them to. But the thing is, Sa Kodi and Shatta Wale were good friends. They were okay with each other. They were cool. They have a few songs together. The Meja Wagel, Dancehall, Commando, and then some other songs, right? Even in 2016, Shatta Wale released a letter to, to Sa Kodi as part of his Letter to series, so a letter to Sa Kodi. But this time around, it wasn't a diss song. It was literally him. He was on that song just talking about how Sa Kodi is great, singing about how amazing Sa Kodi is, blah, blah, blah. So yeah, he's one of those people. They can out of nowhere say the nicest things about you and out of nowhere say the nastiest things about you. He is pro-escalation. He does not want peace. Sa Kodi even said at some point that he lost track of why him and Shatta Wale were beefing. Like, he can't even recall when it started because Shatta Wale is just always insulting him. So in October of 2018, Sa Kodi releases a song titled Advice. And he doesn't mention Shatta Wale's name, okay? But everybody and their mother and mother's grandmother said that song is about Shatta Wale. And I was like, finally, Sa Kodi has responded to this, because he had been very diplomatic the whole time. Like, Sa Kodi, to be fair, as one of the biggest musicians in Ghana, and one that is very protective of his brand, he does not really respond to people coming at him. And people come at him out of nowhere sometimes. Like, there's this one random Nigerian rapper who just started insulting him. When someone insults you without passion, with like nonchalance, and they're like, what do you mean? It's more insulting than if they came up to you and they were like, what do you mean, Dian? Like, they make you feel like you're not even worth the words. Like, you're not even worth the energy that they use to insult you. There's nothing more insulting than that.
But my frustration be saying I try move Ghana forward, but I'm still babysitting. New money, new car, new house, so you can't think far. But time is running out before raise bar. Cause after some time, that will fame qua. Nobody go get time for your bullshit. So you will see the way you they approach it. Maybe once a man can remember will notice. And you wait you make a class stay focused. How many times am I catch up with phone so? Send your way and in you now know the need. But to I see a film, no me name is Abroso. But we need how you get love on the streets. Your soul is tormented. Cause you know the hustle, you be talented.
And also, like, framing it as advice. And it was, I really like that song. For this song, like, I like the approach. Shatta Wale responds to Sa Kodi, I think, a year later after the Sa Kodi this song, with a song titled Little Tip. In this song, he calls Sa Kodi a thief, threatens to snatch Sa Kodi's wife, implied that Sark is involved in smuggling of coke. He goes ahead to brag about all the things that he does that apparently Sa Kodi doesn't have. His 3 Range Rovers, his diamonds, his mansions, his gangsters. This man says that Sa Kodi, he has gangsters and Sa Kodi doesn't have gangsters, and so he's better than Sa Kodi. Gangsters. Later in 2020, they made up. Shatta called Sa Kodi and wished him a happy birthday, and Sa Kodi invited Shatta Wale to perform with him at his Black Love virtual concert in 2020. So yeah, everything was chill. Until I didn't follow up. I was like, yeah, I'm done. This is it. I'm not going to follow up on whether there was more beef. Like, I don't even think that Sarkodie has since responded to any of Shatta Wale's insults, and I'm pretty sure Shatta has found a way to insult Sarkodie somewhere. Alright, so number 6 is actually, it's a bit of a by the way point. There was a point where Shatta Wale's mother came out to claim that he wasn't taking care of her, basically, and that she didn't have, that she was homeless, and that she was sick, and that her son is not taking care of her. Then Shatta Wale came out on live and basically said this: go and ask my mother the things she has done to me. You people don't give your mothers money, but have they been on radio? When you don't understand something, don't even try it. She said she's homeless and you people believed her. Now what stood out to me was, go and ask my mother the things she's done to me. I understand the like dynamics between parents and children can get really complex sometimes. Like, some people just don't have very simple relationships with their parents. One thing I do know for sure is that very rarely is it the child's fault that the relationship is bad, because with the nature of these relationships is that the children are dependent, especially emotionally, on the parent. And there's so many parents who just don't deliver in the dependency avenue, or like, is it avenue? They just do not do well as parents or as people that have children dependent on them. There is this saying on the internet that everybody deserves a parent, but not everybody deserves a child. And that's where I'm coming from with this. I'm not saying that she deserved to like not have him take care of her or anything like that. But I really truly feel like, despite Shatta Wale being as crazy and messy and dramatic and controversial and even sometimes horrible as he is, it's hard for me to look at his relationship with his parents and think it's because of him. Like, I genuinely, it's hard for me to look at like relationships with parents where things are not going well and blame the child, because it's so very rarely the fault of the child. It was even telling that she would come on radio and go to the media to report that, oh, my son is not taking care of me. Like, you understand? You, the public and the media, what are you supposed to do? And a child that doesn't want to take care of their parent, it could be that they're actually just not good people that like don't want to take care of their parents. But you won't find that many children who don't want to be close to their parents and do whatever they can, especially when they have this much money, and take care of their parents, if the parents were good to them. And so the fact that he came on live and said, go and ask my mother the things she has done to me, not the things she has done for me, the things she has done to me. I could tell in that statement that it was possible that probable that she wasn't a very good mother to him. But now, as far as I know, they've settled their situation and things are good. But I just wanted to harp on this because I saw this article that was saying, oh, take care of your parents. But how many times as a society do we reprimand parents and hold them accountable for how they treat their children? Number 7, Shatta Mechi. Shatta Mechi is Shatta Wale's ex, hence the Shatta in her name. She appeared as his love interest in his music video for the song Bebe. Oh yeah, chop kiss moi. Bebe, bebe, bebe. Oh yeah, chop kiss moi. He describes her as the most wonderful thing in my life, quote unquote. I treasure you. Every bit of you are mine. Then they break up officially in 2019. Before that, there had been rumors about their breakup that went unconfirmed. There was even a story alleging that Shatta Wale had beaten her. She posted a picture of herself with a swollen forehead. And he also posted, quote unquote, if a woman chases you with a knife, dog I'm done. So just based on what they both insinuated, I'm guessing that it was a very violent relationship, or at least at that altercation they had was violent, because he's saying she pulled a knife and she's saying he hit her on the forehead, or he beat her up to the point where she got a swollen forehead. So in 2019, not in 2019, when they got engaged and then they broke up after like 20 minutes, and I don't mean it was 20 minutes, I'm just saying like it wasn't that long before they broke up, she packed her things and left the house, according to reports. And she also removed the name Shatta from her name. So now she's just Michi. So she's not Shatta Michi. But then we got introduced to her, or she got introduced to us as Shatta Michi. Later on, Shatta Wale denied beating her. He said that he had never beaten her, and that he used to love her and he would like to fix their relationship. He explained that he could never beat a woman, because even at home they call him Obaya, because at home he's a woman. Number 8, Shatta Wale versus Ghana police and the rest of Ghana. In October of 2021, Shatta's personal assistant announced that the musician had been shot and was receiving medical attention at the hospital. Since being shot is a criminal offense, the police followed the story and went to search for Shatta Wale because they said he's at the hospital. So Ghana police went around hospitals looking for Shatta Wale. They couldn't find him. They called people close to him, and those people said that they have not even heard any story about him being shot. Sana, it was all a lie. This man concocted a story about being shot and having been taken to the hospital. His reason: he was scared that someone would actually shoot him. So he pretended to have been shot because he was scared that he was going to be shot. After some pastor made this like prophecy about, Shatta Wale is going to be shot and he's going to die. So when the pastor made that prophecy, Shatta Wale decided he was going to create a telenovela series in which he is shot and he's taken to the hospital. For what? Like, I'm trying to understand the logic behind it. This man says I'm going to get shot and killed. And so why don't I pretend to be shot in the hospital? So that's what? He came on Facebook and he was like, yeah, he's running away because like he feared for his life, and the Ghana police didn't do anything about the threat. Because to be honest, if you come out as a pastor and you say, you're going to die, you're essentially threatening them, and you're also putting yourself as a possible suspect if that happens to the person. Because fine, you may have gotten a message from God, but you coming out publicly to say it makes you liable as a suspect because you knew about it. So because we can't confirm that it was actually God that spoke to you, or it was maybe something that you probably orchestrated so that you could blame God for it, Shatta Wale went on the run, and then later on he turned himself in because it's an offense to create that kind of panic, to lie about being shot like that, and also wasting the police's time, because now the time that they could have used to take bribe from people, they are using it to search for you. That's why he turned himself in, and we got this iconic picture of him in handcuffs smiling at the camera like, geez, you guys caught me, I lied. But at least I wasn't shot. He pleaded guilty in court, and then he was fined 2,000 Ghana cedis. But then he later on expressed that he was very happy that it was over, and that Ghanaians should thank him because of him, people have stopped making prophecies about celebrities' deaths. I don't know if that's true, but then I would say that it has gone down, because even like in the past year, I've not heard a lot of pastors coming out like, Kwame Eugene is gonna die, this person is gonna die. I've not heard that. So I do think it has gone down. I don't know if we should thank Shatta Wale for it though, although we should thank Shatta Wale for another episode of drama. Number 9. Aside from the fake shooting, there was an actual shooting that did happen involving Shatta Wale. In this case, it was Shatta Wale doing the shooting, and the victim of the shooting was the atmosphere, because this man was standing on the compound with his legs wide open, a gun in one hand, a phone in another, and just shooting in the air like that and taking a video of himself. Apparently, he was firing warning shots at celebrities all the way in Nigeria. Like, I think it was Wizkid and Don Jazzy and all of these celebrities. I didn't even care to find out why. Because why? Number 10. One thing that Shatta Wale will tell you is that he's very passionate about the music industry. And I think that is very obvious only in how much he speaks about how passionate he is about the music industry. One thing that Shatta Wale will do is attack everybody in the music industry because he loves the music industry. In 2021, he held a State of the Industry address in which he discussed problems present in the music industry and how to tackle them. Isn't that righteous? Isn't that like proactive of him? Isn't that such an initiative? Isn't it giving power to the people? Like, he mentioned that he was asked what genre of music is original to Ghana. My people, if I ask you what genre of music is original to Ghana, even if you don't listen to Ghanaian music and you're Ghanaian, as long as you're Ghanaian, there is one genre that will come to mind and you will say it immediately. High life. I'm side-eyeing Nigerians right now because they've been trying to steal high life from us for like God knows how long. But high life is original to Ghana. It is the one genre that is original to Ghana. And then there's so many sub-genres under it, like hip life, boga high life, but high life. But in the address, he made it seem as though he didn't tell the person high life. Arnold Baidu, he said he wasn't very impressed by the address that Shatta gave. He didn't really like it. He called Shatta Wale confused and inconsistent. Now, there's a show on UTV called United Showbiz, on which Arnold Baidu, Schwarzenegger, comes on as like a guest, a pundit, and they discuss some like important things pertaining to the industry, entertainment, blah blah. Shatta Wale came on there to be interviewed or like to join the discussion. Tell me why this man went off on Arnold.
Arnold, stop that bandana from Ghana talk. Hey, stop that bandana from Ghana talk. You need to be clear. How old are you? How old are you? Wale, you know about that talk? Oh, who knows this threat?
Never.
This small boy.
Never.
Hey, you want to tell about that talk? Well, somebody say what is wrong with. Hey, don't see that. No, mommy. Listen, I want to fight for this thing. They're putting Ghana artists into timidity here. I want to fight for this thing. Who's the disrespect? How old are you? Are you older?
The way that he was behaving, and that wasn't the only time. Like in subsequent interviews off of that TV show, he was still insulting Arnold. Like, I don't think Arnold has experienced peace of mind ever since Shatta Wale came on that show. And you know what? He's the one who went to look for that trouble, because if you know Shatta Wale, you know that if you say one thing about him, he will say 2 million things about you. Like, he went to Metro TV and said that the man's shoe cost 40 Ghana, or is it 2 cities? In an interview, Shatta Wale was asked why he likes beefing. This is what he said. He said that the industry is like car racing, and you have to push someone off the road in order to take over. My question is, in car racing, do you have to push someone off the cliff or off the road in order to win? Or do you simply have to pass them? Me, this quote says a lot about Shatta Wale's mentality, because you can really just pass by, because there is way for you to pass. You don't have to kick someone off the road in order to move forward. This man, an absolute menace. And me, so tired. I'm so tired. Good night.
But But me, nobody should come on my
You can make your points passionately like this. I accept that. But you can't talk about other people in a certain way.
It's a teamwork. The team is not playing. They are not wearing the jersey I'm wearing.
Like you tell somebody your shoe is 2 cedis.
Because it's 2 cedis.
So it's 2 cedis, so what?
No. But you want to play the same game with me?
No, but he's just telling you that he's arguing with you.
No, you can't argue with me. Where I've gotten to the thinking I'm thinking, that's not what you are thinking. That I not drive a Range Rover. No. Has I not made any artist get $100 million? No. Has I not created a record label? No. What has I not done in Ghana that is so special that when he talks I should listen?